Hit the little countdown thing. There we go. So, welcome to another episode of the Riggaman Rocky cast. I am the next best rock from the Rock, Rocky number 7. We don't got the Jigga Man, but we got the Rigga Man right there in the top left. And we got big homie Dens there on the bottom. Welcome to our podcast, brother. Nice to have you back with us from the We Don't Agree network.
Yes, sir. It's good to be here. I feel like such a new member.
Right, bro. Rocky, why you make it sound like that?
He's one of our usuals, but he's been gone for a minute. But
I am the OG. You listen? Right? You hear me? I'm gonna use my mic. I am me. I am him. I am I. We are one. All right.
Let's argue.
And that's it.
You said, let's argue.
But yeah, for those of y'all that have been tuning in, that that know about me. Clearly, it ain't Halloween. I'm not wearing this for fun. Like, I had recently just got into a really bad car accident. On a real serious note, I almost lost my life, so I'm real thankful to be here. Broke my arm in 5 different places, so shout out to the sling that I can't show on camera right now for whatever reason. My hand is broken. My wrist is fractured. I broke my neck and my upper back, and I fractured both my feet. You feel me? But my whole right side, though, I'm good. You heard me? But, yeah, man, let's get into it. Let's debate. I hope everybody's doing good.
Nailed it.
Yes, sir. It is the Rigga Man. You know who it is, man. It is me. It is I. I am him. We are each other.
We are one.
We are one. We are.
Do we agree though?
On that one,
no.
At least, maybe.
Right. All right. But anyway, man, thank y'all for checking us out today, man. This is another podcast. In our whole situation we got going on. This is our Saturday afternoon podcast. We're trying something different. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to figure out where everybody at. We're trying to talk to y'all, trying to get y'all on the show, trying to get y'all to debate with us, etc. But yeah, thank everybody for coming out today, man. We got some interesting topics. We got a few guests. Matter of fact, we got a few guests. I'm trying to get them on here now. Some of these street niggas don't know how to use technology.
They don't.
But they don't, bro. But whatever.
Age, brother.
but we finna get them on here today. Have some debates. We're gonna talk some street stuff. We're gonna talk some sports stuff, some video game stuff, some relationship stuff. Whatever, man. If y'all got anything you want to talk about, make sure y'all post it below. All right, for sure, man.
But don't forget, we also have YouTube reactions, bringing up all the good stuff that's come out, but also some oldie but goodies that maybe y'all forgot about.
Exactly.
And your boys will react to it.
On here. Exactly.
The reactions be crazy. Just know that.
Just know that. So, if y'all got any videos y'all want us to react to, just put them in the chat. Make sure y'all drop.
Like, really put them in the chat.
Yeah, do it.
Like actually do something.
Yeah.
Don't just sit here and watch us. I mean, we love that you do that, but like, write something.
Darth Vader over there tells you the truth. You listen. But
That's
don't worry.
I am him. I am he.
At least he won't tell you he's your father.
Nah.
No, I am your father.
Y'all ass funny as hell, derbed out. All right. Well, let's go to one of the first questions, one of the first topics today, man. Let's get this shit started. And so,
but before we do that, our show consists of like 3 segments. We kind of do revisiting 2 topics from our previous podcast. We also drop some of the newer topics for this week that we'll choose to revisit in the next podcast, and then reactions. But let's get started, shall we? Which one do we got?
Let's go, man. Let me look and see. Let's look and see, man. Let's look.
Which topic are we revisiting this episode?
Oh yeah, start off with one of them. The one
I got you.
Yeah.
So revisiting the issue of Sierra Mist versus Starry. And if some of y'all forgot what that is, Starry, which is the new lemon lime drink by Pepsi, has officially replaced Sierra Mist. Basically, I know that we were supposed to try out that drink at one point or another for the podcast. I actually got to try some of that because I bought some at work earlier this week.
They got it already at work. So what do you think compared to Sierra Mist?
I think it's a decent upgrade to it, but I kind of feel like low key they could have just taken Sierra Mist off for like a year and replaced the flavor like they do with a lot of sodas nowadays. Like how they kind of limited release.
Shit.
Yeah, when they release Pitch Black, it's gone for like 6 months or a year, and then they tweak the flavor maybe a little bit so you don't notice, and then they bring it back. Like that kind of spiel.
Oh, my boy Big Dugarr in this bitch. Yes, sir.
Man, what in the hell is y'all talking about?
Bro, I forgot. No, this Dugarr, bro. This one of the.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this drink y'all talking about.
Oh,
bro,
so
I don't know if you know, bro, because you was out the loop for a little bit, bro. You know Sierra Mist, right? Yeah, you was literally dying. So, like, but since you didn't die, we could talk about this.
Yes, sir.
Right? Exactly. You gotta look at the positive sides of things. So, Sierra Mist, Sierra Mist, nigga.
Yeah,
they discontinued it, G.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they coming out with something called Starry. Look it up. You gotta do some research. Look it up, right?
Yeah, they came out.
Dens, bro, you got Dens. You almost died. You came back in an alternate reality. No Sierra Mist.
This is a different universe.
Yeah, he woke up.
Not even in the same universe no more. Think about the shit that's happened in your life. They kind of add up, right? Like really this, not even the same universe.
He woke up in the Arrow, bro.
What's it called? Starry?
Starry, bro. Dugarr. Hey, Dugarr. You heard of Starry, bro? You know Sierra Mist, right, Dugarr? They got rid of Sierra Mist. It's a whole new thing. What you think about Big Dugarr? What you think about that shit?
Pepsi lemon lime soda. That just sounds crazy, bro.
Especially since Big Rig and I were talking about it last week. I kind of feel like Sierra Mist should have just, like I said, disappeared for like a year and then brought it back with the Starry flavor. But it's just like they didn't advertise it like they did with Sprite, because you know how Sprite has like LeBron or Little Yachty.
Yeah.
And especially Coke's all over the place.
Yeah,
Pepsi
I mean,
is
it is.
American.
Right. You ain't lying. It's not hard to get some Coke.
It ain't, but nigga, Pepsi everywhere too, though.
Y'all talking about the soda? I forgot. We talking about soda. My bad.
Yeah, Pepsi owns Starry, Sierra Mist, Mountain Dew, and all that shit. But they're only in America, though. Like the Americas. Damn shame. It's a damn shame, though.
Oh, man.
Those Pepsi's.
Yeah, Pepsi owns everything. They're like the Amazon of the
They
food,
got but their logo look crazy. It look like an IPA logo.
Ooh, Starry.
Yeah.
Can you pull it up or no?
Well, I don't. He's got control of the screen.
Pull up the Starry logo.
Hold up. I actually don't have my keyboard with me, but
Dugarr, my nigga, this shit just happened. Stop blaming jail for everything.
Just getting up the penitentiary, nigga. You heard about a lot of shit. Yo, I feel you, bro. I feel you, bro. I lost my life. I came back. It was a whole new year. It's everything weird.
Dugarr,
shout out to
by
us.
the way, it's my boy right here, though, Dugarr. This right here, it's my nigga right here. It's my boy.
Love,
but
bro.
Yes, sir.
Should we go on to the next revisited topic?
No, man. Why can't we pull a picture of Starry? What's up with that?
Hold up, I'm gonna have to step away for a second to do that.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. We're gonna chop it up. Cause we need to see a picture of Starry on here so niggas know what we talking about. Right, bro?
I got you, fam. Hold up.
It's all good. I'm not on your neck, Rocky. I'm just talking shit, bro. You ain't even got
no,
it.
You're
fuck that.
fine.
Come back and put his picture up right now.
Dugarr, bro, why don't you join the stream? Come up on here. I sent you the link. Bro, click the link right there in the chat. I'm gonna put another one in the chat, bro. Just click this link, bro, and you can be on here, G.
Hold on, let me screen share this motherfucker real fast.
Dugarr, I'm gonna click the link in the chat, G. Here.
Hold up. Present. Escape.
Dugarr, I'm posting the link right now in the chat, bro.
Hold up, there you go.
Look at that. Don't that look like an IPA?
I mean, to be fair, it looks like a lemon lime IPA, but
That's what I'm saying. Like, see, this is something. There's something behind this.
well, yeah, they
Oh, no,
replaced
bro.
Sierra Mist, so you're trying
What
to
if
keep
they
it
just
Oh
had
bright.
like
no,
a
what is that? So that's the new soda? That's the new pop?
yeah?
Yeah, that's the basic thing that they're trying to throw to compete with Sprite now.
The
So now
IPA one
Pete,
got zero. The one that looked like an IPA got zero sugar.
yeah, but Pete game though, right? Now, if niggas start using this shit for like drink or something, it's gonna get popular as fuck.
For sure, you already know it's gonna happen.
Like they're gonna
But
try to
because
replace Sprite with this
I'm not even
shit.
gonna lie to you. If I literally never knew about anything of this at all, and I just walked into a gas station or a bodega and I seen this shit, I'm copping it
That look
just because
fire.
of the image.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks fire.
advertisement is king, brother.
How much
Advertisement is
money you think they spend on getting that shit made, bro?
millions. I
Right,
mean, you
but
would
I don't
have to
know.
at this
Probably
point.
not though, because I'm talking about just the logo and design. That shit probably did all
I
done
think
in
he
house.
spent like $150.
Yeah, but I'm
Right,
saying like,
right. Mike Higgins, Pearl from Starry. You feel me?
yeah, but the
Not
other thing
Dirty
is that
Sprite, Dirty Starry, nigga. What
Dirty
you talking
Star,
about?
you feel me?
that sounds like a what's it called? It sounds like something that would come straight out of what's it called? L.A.
It's not
Dirty
someone come out
Star.
of Houston. Dirty Star.
Sounds like a drink they would make in Hollywood.
The Dirty Star.
Dirty
it's like the
Comet.
walk-
Fuck that. I'm calling my shit the Dirty Comet
Why you a dirty comet, my nigga?
because it's a star, but it's
Jesus
like
Christ.
it's not.
All right. Let's
Alrighty.
move forward, so man. Fuck this mother.
I got you.
Comment.
Revisiting the topic, y'all know about the Shannon Sharp and the at the Memphis Grizzlies
Yeah,
LA
boy.
Lakers game. We all
Absolutely.
there's a video from we're gonna show later about Shannon Sharp's full apology to the Lakers and Grizzlies organization, but I kind of don't feel like he needs to apologize because
He got to apologize for his job.
well, yeah, but I'm talking about in the general concept of things. Like Dylan Brooks called this man pedestrian, bruh. Dylan Brooks is someone who can't be talking shit because Shannon Sharp is a Hall of Fame tight end, probably one of the best tight ends to come out.
Oh, I got Dugarr in here. We're about to go down.
But then you also got 3 Super Bowls, 2 of the Broncos, 1 with the Ravens. But you had a Hall of Fame lineup that included Ed McCaffrey, John Elway, Terrell Davis.
Hey, we got you on here, Jay. We can see you. I can see you.
My
You
boy
good, man?
Dugarr. What
Bruh.
up, bro?
I ain't no shit, man. You know, got my cocktail. You know, finna kick it with the guys. You know,
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we
Not my-
just
we
kicking
drinking,
the
we drinking Hennessy, fellas, and today
What else?
Taylor Port.
Yo, not a lot of people know about Taylor Port, man. Taylor Port be doing his thing.
That shit dangerous.
I got some
It
Blue
is
Hawaiian
dangerous.
and Gatorade, bruh. Call
It
it,
is
a
dangerous. You ain't
Blue
lying.
Typhoon.
That's some very dangerous shit. What y'all on though? What's going on in the world?
Man, we
Hey,
talk about
I
little
just woke
everything
up.
today, bro. You feel
Man,
me?
shout out to all you brothers, man. This is a beautiful thing. I like how y'all got this shit set up. Keep going, man. Keep going.
Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, bro, Dugarr, I had to bring you on here, man. I know you an insightful motherfucker. You be having things to say sometimes.
Oh yeah,
You
most
feel
definitely,
me?
most definitely, man. Double C, you know, I'm a Double C member, man. New mixtape,
Well,
coming, baby gang chief. You know what I'm saying? I really ain't no shit, man. Just working on this music and being a father. That's really it.
There you go.
Exactly.
Amen.
I ain't never heard about that drink though, Red.
Yeah, bro, shit called Starry. So, nigga,
yeah.
they getting rid of Sierra Mist. I know you know what Sierra Mist is, right?
Yeah, I know exactly what that is.
Bro, they
So
getting rid of
they-
Sierra Mist.
That's crazy. They getting rid of all type of shit.
Nigga, they getting rid of Sierra Mist and they replacing it with a Starry.
They're just trying to get rid of our past.
Point blank
Oh.
period. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
That make a lot of sense.
Yep.
New,
Right.
new millennium shit.
Exactly, bro, because they want to change the narrative. You feel
It's
me?
Y2K happening all over again.
Hey,
Well,
excuse me too if y'all see me looking this way. I'm playing this GTA shit.
Oh no, you good?
Oh,
Hey,
it's all
do
good,
you,
dude.
Why
brother?
doing that for?
You know, I done
What
got
you talking
you know I done got into my game shit. Red. You know this new.
Yeah,
this a new,
bro.
This a new world for me, bro. I like it.
Exactly, bro.
But big fella. How do you feel about that Shannon Sharp and Memphis Grizzlies confrontation from last week? How do you feel about that?
Oh, the dude that the commentator, right?
Yeah, Shannon Sharp, former tight end, Hall of Famer, 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't know the full ramifications of the situation, but from what I do know, he wasn't going. Shit, he said, "Fuck all that. We finna tear this bitch up."
Okay, so do y'all want me to do the recap on that, or
yeah,
break it down. Explain to us what happened.
Put on a recap video or something.
Tell us what. No, he is the recap video. This is Rocky number 7. You want to give my boy some respect.
All right.
Facts. All right, so let me break it down for y'all. So Sharp was at the game with the Grizzlies facing the Lakers last weekend, and Dylan Brooks said some stuff before they went into the cave at halftime.
What position Dylan Brooks play?
He's like a shooting guard, so he's like below what's his name, Morant.
Okay. So he the backup for John Morant.
No, he's shooting guard, so he's either that or he's like I think he's like 6 man or something. But
okay.
So Brooks said some stuff to Sharp, which Sharp tried to call over Steven Adams before the Grizzlies went into the tunnel for halftime.
Right.
Caused a whole scene where the referees had to separate some of the Grizzly players from Sharp. Sharp was also wearing a very interesting cardigan, blazer, or whatever.
That sweater was fire, boy. She had that sweater.
But
he was ready to kick some ass.
John Morant's dad got involved in some way, shape, or form. He was jawing at Sharp too. But keep in mind, Shannon Sharp don't take shit from no one.
Yeah, he wasn't going.
So
it was not.
But apparently, Morant's dad and Sharp hugged it out and talked it out afterwards. But Sharp issued an apology on Monday earlier this week for the whole thing. I'll show the video later. But the point of the argument is that Dylan Brooks made some comments about Sharp that he called Sharp pedestrian.
He called a what?
He called Shannon Sharp a pedestrian.
Oh, okay.
But
like calling him a civilian. You feel me, folks? It's like he like calling him a civilian, right?
Right, I know.
But Shannon Sharp, a Hall of Famer.
3 Super Bowls. One of the greatest tight ends in the last 30 years.
Ever, all time. He not no pedestrian, nigga. This Shannon Sharp.
He like, what the fuck? How dare you?
Exactly. Who the fuck is you talking to? And he a rich nigga. So, I don't know. For me, it wasn't that big of a deal because that's just black people being black people. You feel me? And motherfuckers got money too. So ain't no one gonna tell nobody to shut up. Like, bro, you feel me?
No.
Shannon Sharp is probably one of those people whose advice I would take seriously before I even trust Skip Bayless or Stephen A. Smith, without a doubt.
Yeah. He definitely be having some great points.
He do though. He do.
I can actually listen to him. I ain't gonna lie. The rest of that ass, I'll be just like, shut up.
I just want to wait 10 seconds for every time Skip Bayless talks before I catch that man in a lie. And Stephen A., the only time I take him seriously is when he's talking shit about the Dallas Cowboys. I can't take him riding LeBron's nuts for $10 million a year. I mean, I know LeBron's great, but still, Stephen A., it's too much dick riding on one show.
Absolutely.
We already have that on FS.
I definitely agree with that.
I just watched the video right now of Shannon Sharp apologizing on TV.
Yeah.
How you go? Go ahead.
Yeah, because what you think they'd do to him if he didn't apologize?
I mean,
exactly, get fired.
I don't think he would, because it wouldn't be really.
I don't think he would get fired, but the media would definitely be on his ass.
Exactly, but he gonna burn bridges though.
So that would mean a lot of blackballing and certain endorsements ain't fucking with him no more.
Exactly.
I also don't think there would be. To be fair, I don't think there'd be too many because there was a lot of people that backed him on Twitter, even though.
But motherfuckers back you on Twitter don't got shit to do with them companies saying in the background, right? No, I'm just saying though, your company, like, no real shit, like you could slap somebody at work, right? And your boss be like, "Yeah, man, you know what? You did the right thing," and then they fire you the next day. You feel me? They fire you the next day for slapping to do the same. They fire you for that too.
But the thing is, did Shannon Sharp slap somebody or try to push some refs over? No. I just kind of feel like the whole thing was exaggerated beyond what I feel like is the media just trying to spin the narrative.
Man,
more or less.
Real talk, bro. He had to apologize because he got recorded having a nigga moment. That's really all it is.
But did y'all see like how he didn't move his ground and he didn't even take any of the shit that those guys were coming at him with? It's just like the dude basically stood still. He didn't have to do anything. Because I know that he didn't want to get escorted out of the arena and none of that shit.
And I also heard too, not to cut you off, Rick. I heard that nigga John Morant daddy always got some slick shit to say.
Always
Even to
running
Ja.
his mouth. You know?
If he don't make what's his name, LeVar Ball sound like a patron saint, then I don't care. Because LeVar Ball is probably the most overhyped dad of all time in basketball.
You wildin', bro. You wild as fuck. You name me one father right now who was not in the NBA. They got three sons in the NBA.
Dude tried to say that he could challenge Michael Jordan to one-on-one.
Man, that's just shit talking, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, if you ever been at the barbecue, right? At a black barbecue specifically, niggas will say outrageous shit. A motherfucker would tell you that in high school, he was the richest nigga on the whole south side of Chicago.
Oh my God, hey Rick, you know we know this. Niggas will say the most incredible shit you've ever heard.
You
know these motherfuckers.
And you know
That'd be the worst part.
For a fact. I'm glad this just came up, Rick. You know I'm glad.
Bro,
listen.
motherfuckers.
Hey, what's the name of this? What's the name of y'all podcast?
We don't agree.
We
the
do
Rigga
not
and Rocky
agree.
cast.
Shout out, we do not agree. Yeah.
Yes, nigga, we do not agree.
Do not agree. I do not fucking agree with all this bap that's coming out of motherfuckers' mouth. All this bappery shit. Oh my mama, bro. Motherfuckers know real members. No, I'm not to get off topic, y'all. But
no, it's all good, bro. It's all good.
Hey,
do your thing.
What I'm basically my point I'm trying to get to is a motherfucker that you ain't never seen in the streets ever will swear up and down around the right group of people that he the biggest killer of all fucking time.
But that's key. Exactly what you just said right there, though, cuz is around the right people. That nigga know who to talk around the right people.
Exactly.
That's the key part.
All right.
But let me
tripping, bro.
Let me pull up a one of the random topics. I think I'm gonna go another sports topic.
Up, man. No. Leave the sports alone, man. Leave the sports alone. Let's go video game.
Video game? Gotcha. Games to look for in 2023.
Games to look for in 2023. Oh, I'm gonna start off with this one, Joe.
Go ahead. I got you.
The game I'm looking forward to right now is Wild Hearts. Shit gonna be some heat. It's a Monster Hunter type game.
Yeah, y'all gotta put me on the games for sure.
Yeah, bro. Look, Wild Hearts. That's what I'm getting.
On Xbox or PlayStation? What we talking? Which one?
This shit on both. Hold on.
Yeah, the game we're talking about.
I got a phone call.
The game we're talking about is on all systems. Okay. But we all play PlayStation.
Okay.
But I got both though.
Yeah, I got the Xbox.
I got both of them games.
Well, the one game I am looking forward to is going to be Dead Island 2 coming out in April. It's supposed to actually be out 3 weeks from now. It's supposed to be coming out along with Hogwarts Legacy, the new Harry Potter-like game.
Yeah.
Dead Island 2 is going back to killing zombies and all that stuff, kind of like Dead Island and Dead Island Riptide. I've been looking forward to this for like a decade.
Yeah, I remember that game. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was fun.
I still have both. I have both games, the definitive editions, downloaded to my PS5. And trust me, gotta go with Sam B every single time. Voodoo, bitch.
What's y'all top games right now? Me being a new person to the game world, what is a game right now from each one of y'all would tell me to go get?
What system you got?
I got the Xbox.
So I got the one
that don't take the CDs and shit.
Okay.
I would personally, I don't know if he plays first-person shooters or if he's big on any of those, but I would go, since you have an Xbox. Are you in the racing games?
Racing games, hell yeah.
Then you would go with Forza.
No. Fuck that. Get the new Need for Speed.
Well,
yeah, I heard about that.
We all got fire as fuck, bro. ASAP Rocky in it.
Yeah. But I'm talking about Forza, but then Need for Speed.
The cool thing about the Need for Speed is that like the characters look like animated, but the cars look realistic.
Oh yeah, that's dope. That sounds dope.
And the music fire as fuck on it too.
I've been fucking with GTA, I've been fucking with the average shit. GTA. What's the other shit?
Call of
NBA,
Duty.
Madden.
Yeah, Call of Duty. And then somebody put me on that shit called Far Cry. That shit decent too.
Yeah,
Far
Far Cry
Cry's a good
decent.
game.
Far Cry decent
Far
as
Cry's a good
hell.
game. You know
Yeah,
what?
that shit decent.
Since you're trying to get into games, cuz, and you just came home, you should probably try Fallout.
Ooh.
Fallout.
Yeah, Fallout. You might
Fallout would be
like
fire.
Fallout.
What's
You might
that
like
But
about?
Fallout,
no,
cuz.
nigga, he needs to
What
play that
Fallout
fucking. He needs to play fucking. What's that game? Tom Clancy, The Division 2.
Who?
The Division 2. That shit damn near free, probably, G.
What that's about?
You was shooting these niggas. You roll around free world like Grand Theft Auto. You and your niggas link up. Y'all go shoot other
Hey,
niggas.
said
You
the
do
name of what
missions.
again?
It's called The Division 2.
2.
Yeah, BHP, I'm playing that shit. BHP on that shit heavy.
Oh my god, I'm checking that out.
Promise. Hey, yo, I gotta walk this dog real quick. This nigga over here tweaking.
Hey, look, when y'all get it back going, man, just chime me back in. I'm gonna fuck with y'all, support y'all every time y'all.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Appreciate you checking us out today, G. Fuck with you.
Appreciate the love,
we're
fam.
gonna start a segment called Dugarr Don't Agree. Since y'all shit called I Don't Agree Network, it's gonna be one segment where y'all ask me a bunch of shit that I don't agree with. Do I agree with it or do I not agree with it?
That's a good idea.
I bet.
And I'm gonna give y'all the answer from a motherfucker, regular motherfucking nigga in the streets answer. Hell no, we don't agree. Or yeah, I agree with that.
I like that.
Dugarr.
All right, bro. Love, man.
Appreciate the love, fam.
Yes, sir. That's my boy right there, man. Me and him was in the trap together, like for real. Made it out the trap together. That's my nigga.
He remind me of my dude, Duke.
That's my boy right there. Hey, yo, I gotta walk my dog. He up here crying real quick, yo. So y'all hold it down real quick for me. Right back.
Yo, tell him to walk himself.
I mean, he could, but he might not come back, or he'll come back with somebody, another dog, like
probably a squirrel. I mean,
right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But Chapo big as hell.
Yeah, exactly. He big as hell. That's what I'm saying. He'll come back with a whole nigga in his mouth, like.
Nice.
Yeah, that's funny as shit.
Hell yeah, yo, keep talking about games for a second, bro. Give me a few moments, G. Yeah, I tried to walk him before, but he ain't want to shit. So you know how that go.
He on some shit.
I will say though, even though I can't play the game yet now because of my hand injury, but I really am looking forward to the new Silent Hills, both of them.
Ooh,
Silent Hill 2 remaster, and I think it's like XY or something like that. There's some other Silent Hill game, and obviously the Dead Space remake.
Oh, you'll see a video trailer for that later.
And the Resident Evil 4 remake, man.
Resident Evil 4 is like one of those games you don't sleep on. It's actually very, very articulate if you played it back in the day.
I've beaten it on every single console it's come out on. I own it on every single console it can be possibly owned on right now.
Besides Dead Island, the only other game I'm looking forward to, the free-to-play Skate game.
Skate. Oh, the skateboarding game. Yeah.
Because they came out with the last one in 2010, and I have a copy of it for the 360 still, because like I used to play it on PS3 before the big PlayStation Network outage happened, like in 2010, where some hackers shut down PlayStation Network for like a month.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember hearing about that. At least I was still on Xbox at that time.
Yeah, well, let me tell you this: for a month, playing no games online sucked ass. But they gave me some free games out of it. Like I got to play the first Infamous totally for free, no questions asked.
Infamous was a good game.
Infamous 2, and Second Son were all very good games. Like
I did not mind that game at all.
Like Second Son was a very interesting concept with how they made the character be able to draw out other people's powers, like neon, video, and smoke.
There was a game that came out for Xbox around that time. I think it was called Prototype, wasn't it?
Oh, Prototype was actually for both consoles, but yes.
Yeah, it was very similar to Infamous Sons.
Well, no, the only difference was it was like a bioweapon kind of thing, and you could turn your arms into blades and
you had your arms shit.
Yeah. I actually have Prototype 1 remastered for the 4 that I have on my account still. That's actually some fire shit. Like, it's actually still, to this day, probably one of the most slept-on games of this freaking shit.
Quite some time, yeah, no, for sure. I don't know what else is coming out. I know Rigga said earlier Wild Hearts, and I remember we did a little episode on that quite some time ago, around the time when we first started, like kind of just talking about it. We had watched like one of the test gameplay videos. It wasn't fully finished yet, but
yeah, Hogwarts Legacy comes out in like 2 or 3 weeks from now, which that was when Dead Island 2 was supposed to come out, but they pushed it back to like April. I think it comes out on 4/20 or some shit.
I'm not even a big fan of Harry Potter, bro.
Nah, but Hogwarts Legacy, there's a lot of stuff going into that game because they pushed it back like 3 times or some shit.
Yeah,
like that.
but it's still not going to be multiplayer. So like,
more of it's like open world. Like I think it's like an MM. It was supposed to be kind of designed like an MMO, but I'm not sure all the details. But you can become a dark wizard. You can just fuck shit up. You can kill people. It's interesting, but more of the people are still making a debate about the intellectual property aspect of it because it belongs to J.K. Rowling still, and that person is apparently in a lot of trouble. But I'm not going to go there.
I'm just saying, man, just like you mentioned with the whole getting hacked on PlayStation and not being able to play online for a couple months, how much it sucked. I don't care how good the game is, unless it's Skyrim, I want to play with my friends.
Skyrim is actually a pretty good game. I'm surprised it lasts like 10, 15 years as long as it did. To be fair,
that game is golden, bro.
Yo.
Welcome back.
All right, yes, I have returned.
Yo, I want everybody to say hello to Rigga. He's our guest star today. He's never been on this podcast before.
Ever.
That is a lie. We all know. Yes, I'm being difficult, but let's switch another topic. Let's go with we're not going to do anything. We're going to save another sports topic for later, but is cancel culture becoming too normal?
Yeah. The media is too powerful.
I also
it's
just
unbeatable.
I just think there's too many Karens that want to complain about everything.
Well, I can say yes to that as well too, but it's still going to go hand in hand with me saying that the media is too powerful. Like,
yep, social media.
Back in the day when we didn't have social media or anything like that, we didn't have MySpace or anything like that. Like, it was so hard for people to kind of just do much of anything or even say much of anything and even just get realized, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you people can out there watching can, hear me make that statement and be like, well, no shit, we didn't have a source to get us out there. But it's just like, nah, you don't get it. Like, this shit has become like a disease. Like, it's bad. It almost makes you not want to post things. It makes you almost not even want to engage and do certain things because it's like, it's forever being watched. Like, it's there. That shit just there, bro.
Facts.
I'm set.
I mean, that is accurate. I just think that the media, being as powerful as this.
It's powerful, G, but it's kind of like, what are you paying attention to type shit, though, right? Because it's out there. Everything's out there, but sometimes you got to take some responsibility in what you're consuming, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
There's still some choice in it. You know what I'm saying? And like back in the day, motherfuckers, pretty much the richest man in the village was who was in charge. You know what I'm saying? The dude with the biggest house and all who employed everybody was who was in charge, right? So if John with the big house told you the world was ending, you believe the world was ending.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, right? So at least we do have that balance, right? That you can be like, yo, the world's not ending, John's a liar, because everyone else around the world is living perfectly fine. So I feel like it's a give and take with that.
Fair point. I just like to think that cancel culture, because the media is also like a double-edged sword for a lot of people. It can be positive, but it can also be negative if things go south real quick. Like, you've seen how, like, stuff that came out, like, 30 years ago that no one knew about or else swept under the rug is coming back to haunt somebody. And it's just like, the person apologized for it.
Like Bill Cosby.
Like Bill Cosby.
And R. Kelly.
Yeah.
But R. Kelly got...
I mean, we kind of knew about R. Kelly. We kind of just like
ignored it.
Yep. That's pretty accurate. But the thing is, it's just like with a lot of the stuff that people bring up now, it's just like it's sad because it's ruining people as we speak.
This is very true, though.
It's like if something happened 30 years ago, leave it alone 30 years ago, unless it's something that's like criminal. Otherwise, that person hasn't done shit to you. Unless he has like a torture chamber in his house, or he has like dead bodies, or he has like a sex dungeon. I don't give a shit.
I mean, that's how I feel as well too. Though, to be completely honest with you, it's like if something happens that long ago, like, and nothing was done about it at that time when it did happen, then why the fuck are we talking about it right now? Like,
bingo. That is.
You know, like you guys.
I disagree.
You
Bullshit.
guys I mean, why? What are you talking about? We're not talking about like an old rape fucking file that never got wet. Like,
No,
you know
I'm talking about shit in general, though, right?
So you gonna lift up that rug? You lifting up that rug?
Yeah, I hold myself accountable for all the foul shit I done did to motherfuckers, right?
You's a bad bug.
No, but peep game, no, because peep this though, right? In my experiences and shit, a motherfucker, a person, a human being, right? They the same person they was when they was like 10 years old.
Lying.
No, bro, it's facts, bro. The
Bro,
psychologist. Hold on. The psychologist said that in his whole study and shit. He said by the time you are 15 years old, your personality does not change that much. You are who you are. They say your decisions and all that shit. They say your personality is that. Like that's a psychological fact. By 15 years old, it's actually earlier than that. It's damn near like 7 years old. But regardless, by the time you're a teenager, in my opinion, that shit, you know, like, all right, I got an example. Jerry Jones, right? The owner of the Dallas Cowboys, right? His ass over there at that racist ass desegregation. He was protesting desegregation.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Jones was protesting desegregation, right? Motherfuckers' excuse for him was that he wasn't in the front of the line.
He has money. What the fuck you mean?
No, I'm talking about that was what's the dude name? Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin excused for Jerry Jones. Oh, Jerry Jones wasn't at the front of the protest, so clearly he's not a bad man, bro. If you're a teenager and you don't like niggas, when you grow up, you still not finna like niggas.
But what if you get that one good friend that just makes you like break away from that?
All right, that's a possibility, bro. All right, but Jerry Jones has never hired a black head coach, never hired a black general manager, never had a black quarterback.
Well, what if he's just trying to keep tradition for the Dallas Cowboys? What if that's just
what tradition?
Like, I don't know.
No, bro. Jerry Jones, exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro. Well, and that's my point. Yeah, exactly. But he's known for being racist, though. So that's my thing, though. So it's like, you know, like, nah, I don't feel like shit should be like, oh, it don't matter what you did when you was 15. Yeah, man, what you did when you was 15.
You think so, though?
Yeah.
I was 15,
I think it depends on the scenario.
Bro, if I was 15 years old and I don't know, and I had a whole fucking
You was in Chicago when you was 15, so
I'm just saying, but look, whatever. If I was 15 years old and I set up a whole hate group for Chinese people, right? And I was out here trying to lynch Chinese people, then motherfucker, right, there should be some repercussions for that.
Yeah, because you're trying to lynch.
I'm just saying. Or if I was 15 years old and I was out here protesting Chinese people and telling them they should be held in concentration camps or some shit. Or I was out here saying Chinese people shouldn't go to school with black people. Right?
See, that's something you could protest.
Yeah, right, but whatever. But that's bullshit. And I just feel like some of this shit from back in the day it do hold firm. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? If you was racist at 15, it's very likely you still racist now.
Yeah, that is.
I mean, he does have a valid point, but I would just say the same thing for half the people down here in Florida, Alabama, and all that. Especially since half those people are probably hiding their Ku Klux Klan uniforms in their closet somewhere, just waiting.
I got one in my room right now.
Why are you lying? But case in point is that you do have a point on that aspect, but I think it just depends on what is being discussed. Like if someone was called a meeting for communists or freaking neo-Nazi shit, then yeah, that's one thing. But if it's something that's not a big deal and they grew from it and they walked away from that shit, then you know. But if it's serious shit,
even if it's serious shit, but like you know, if you go to jail and serve your time or whatever, be repercussions, you should be able to move forward in your life, right? You feel me? But I don't know. My example is Jerry Jones, right? In my opinion, it's like, okay, Jerry Jones got caught being racist as hell when he was 15 years old. You know what I'm saying?
But that being also.
So the thing is that he got caught being racist as hell if he was 15 years old, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so with that being said, it's like he probably got the same fucking friends. You know what I'm saying? What are other guys in the pictures at?
If he was,
the other guys are probably
racist
like
at 15, it's because it was family bound.
But the other thing is like Jerry Jones is like an NFL owner. He's basically the focal point of an organization, but those NFL owners are like the Illuminati half the time. As far as I'm concerned, from what Rigga's saying, and I pretty much agree with him, that man could probably still have 15 or 16 different Ku Klux Klan's uniforms in his closet in his big ass mansion. So probably has a room dedicated to that shit. Who knows?
Yo, a room dedicated to that shit is crazy.
Who knows, bro? But all I'm saying is that
that's crazy.
Shit in your look, bro. Look. This is my point right here, right? To get certain jobs, you gotta get a what? A background check, right?
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Same shit.
Yeah, but they're not about to look up shit that happened to me when I was 10.
Yeah, but not when you 10 years old. I'm talking about motherfucking, you know, once you in your teenage years is when shit matter. Once you hit 15
so when I'm 13,
and up.
Once you 13, leave a footprint somewhere, they'll find it.
Once you can go to jail as an adult.
Fair point. But yeah, pretty much a lot of the stuff is like.
So at 15, 16 and up, it's on for your ass.
Case in point, if you could leave a footprint somewhere and that footprint's still around and someone can find it, you're fucked.
Not even that. It's just why don't you not be an asshole?
It's a case in point. unless you're gonna cover your ass, which most people can't in this day and age, because trust me, there's eyes everywhere.
It all falls back because the media is too powerful.
Bingo. But it's just like there's eyes everywhere. Things are a lot different now than they were 10, 15 years ago, even 20.
Yeah,
agreed.
Back in my day, shit was cool.
But then everything changed when the MySpace nation attacked.
Yeah, man. I had MySpace. I had AIM. I had Bebo. I was on Uvu.
God damn it.
It was a time to be alive. I had a sidekick, bro.
Bro, I didn't even have a sidekick. I remember AIM though. That was.
But yo, I don't know, bro. I feel like there should be forgiveness and shit, though, right? So regarding Jerry Jones, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I do believe people can become unracist. You know what I'm saying, right? People's opinions change. You know what I'm saying? I do feel that. So I'm not saying he's a racist now, right? But there should be consequences for those actions still. You know, he should have had to set up some sort of charity or some shit, something.
So what do you want him to do?
Donate
set
to
up
the
a charity.
NAACP.
No, not donate to the NAACP. Yup.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Donate 500,000. Donate a few million. No, not 500. A few million to some HBCUs.
A few million.
You know how much money Jerry Jones got?
Yeah,
Jerry Jones is like one of the richest owners.
That's how he's gonna argue that. A few million, like.
But how many HBCUs are there, and which ones would he be able to donate to, or how should that be decided?
The ones in Texas. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, the ones here where I live. But that's
it's like three. It's like 3 in Texas that got like football programs.
Isn't Texas State one of them?
I think Texas Southern or some shit. I don't know.
Texas, yeah, I'd have to look into that. But let's look at another topic real fast. Which one should I pull up? Should I go with a random sports one, or should I
There's
go with the
9
last one?
HBCUs in Texas. So you
Yeah,
telling me?
but you gotta
So you
look at.
telling me that
No,
he's
hold
gonna
on. You
give
gotta
out
look and
$9 million
see
dollars?
easily. But
I mean,
but you have to look at one of the football programs, Division I football programs. It'll probably be like 2 or 3. That's what I'm saying.
speaking of issues with people, and I know that Rigga and Dens, I think you would go all in on this topic. Well, I think you've been out of loop, but I think you would have some interesting things to say. Let's bring up a sports topic. The UFC. I don't know if Dens knows, but I will fill him in. Dens, you know about the heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou being out for a while? He was supposed to renew his contract, right? So Ngannou did not resign his contract with UFC, and they stripped him of the title. Dana White made some big fuss about it. So Ngannou's not UFC anymore, and they took the title off him. They're giving Bones and what's it called? Gagne to fight in March.
Cyril gone.
Gone. I mean, I'm terrible at pronouncing names. If you don't correct me the first time, I won't get it right.
It's all good.
Fair point. But biggest question today is: did the UFC drop the bag, especially Dana White, with the whole Francis Ngannou situation? I think without a fucking doubt. I think that Dana White is probably the biggest piece of shit that I have probably heard of. I think personally, UFC has started going downhill by trying to take out of the fighters' pockets more than they should. Case in point, the Reebok deal. Remember when you used to see all the death clutch, all the tap out, all the other
all the
apparel?
sponsors on their shorts. The Reebok
was
deal
true.
killed the sponsors on their shorts, and it took away fighters about 25% of their money, right? 50% of money for some fighters. But
Yeah,
back to the
yes.
Francis Ngannou thing. Regarding Francis Ngannou, the UFC did not drop the ball at all. Because first and foremost, the UFC have what we call a monopoly, right? There's one show in town, and it's the UFC when it comes to American mixed martial arts, right? Bellator is Division II football, right? This is a fact. People go to Bellator after they are not good in UFC anymore.
Or Strike
Right.
Force, right?
Strikeforce is gone. But yep,
Wait, really? Shit.
Mhm. It might
But-
still be up, but yes, or Strikeforce. But regardless of those facts, the UFC has a monopoly, right? And they have John Jones who's just going into heavyweight. Okay, right? They would have loved to make money from Francis Ngannou. Okay, cool, sure thing. Wow. But Francis made the right decision leaving, first and foremost, because he's going to make $40 million for fighting Tyson Fury, right?
If that happens, because we don't know that happened, right?
It's going to happen, but it's not a signed deal, but it's going to happen. Why wouldn't it happen? Tyson Fury can fight Francis Ngannou. He has a 5-year, well, he has 3 years span when he can fight Francis Ngannou, and it'd be a big major deal. Literally.
Kind of like the
Here-
Mayweather Pacquiao.
Exactly. Like, soon as Tyson Fury has any time in between fights that makes sense, he's going to fight Francis Ngannou because it's going to be, for him, he's going to make $100 million, $120 million. Francis is going to make $40 million fucking dollars.
And basically, he won't have to give any of that to
anyone.
Exactly.
He pay his manager, pay his trade establishment. If he makes $40 million, he's gonna walk away with 30.
But
That's more money than anyone could have paid him.
Well, I'm pretty sure we also will see that pay-per-view blow up more than the last UFC fight, but that's, up for debate.
Listen, man. Regardless,
And
I'm
then he
looking
can fight.
forward.
My bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dennis.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Yeah, but then Francis can fucking fight. So let's say Francis fights Tyson Fury, right? Makes $40 million. Let's say he loses that fight to Tyson Fury, right? Which is probably going to happen. Okay. He loses that fight to Tyson Fury. He makes $40 million fucking dollars, right? More money than he would ever make at the UFC, right? Then he can go fight Deontay Wilder. He can go make another $30-40 million. Then he can go fight Anthony Joshua, make another $20-30 million.
Think he's gonna
Then
fight
he can
Jake
go
Paul?
fight. He can go fight any. You see what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Like he can just go clean up house, make hella money, and not have to fight anyone serious. Well, like this is business. This is not like Francis Ngannou did not grow up as an athlete, right? So that's why a lot of people got fucked up, right? He didn't grow up as like, oh my God, I want to be the greatest fighter ever. Oh my, you know what I'm saying? No, this nigga was working in a sand mine. He grew up like, bro, I want to eat tonight, right? So for him, this is all about money.
Basically, he fought for like 2 years. Basically, he trained for 2 years, not knowing what mixed martial arts is, and then he just beats people up and becomes the champion. It's just like the rest is history.
I mean, no, we can't sum it up like that because he trained in Paris. He fought in Paris for years. You feel me? He trained. He came to America. He fought in UFC. He was a big hype trainer at first, but then he came up and lost to Stipe Miocic. Stipe beat the fuck out of him. Then that derailed the whole Francis Ngannou train. And then everybody thought he was washed up. And then he came back up, beat everybody's ass again, and now he's a champion. Now he's back on top of it. Now he's the shit. But no, Francis, like he's a real deal, Holyfield. But what I'm saying is that he doesn't have the mentality of a athlete, right? As in, I want to go to the Hall of Fame, right? As in, I want to be the best to ever do this. He's looking at this shit like, what's going to pay me the most? And I fuck with Francis for that because that's what the UFC does.
The other thing is just like with him, from what I've read up and everyone's been talking about this, I think he wants to be getting like, better guaranteed deals for the fighters from what I've been reading up on. The other thing is like guaranteed health insurance, like they have to cover their own out-of-pocket medical expenses and all this other shit. Have representation for the fighters when they want to work out their deals for some of these fights. This, that, and the third. But I kind of feel like Dana White, with a lot of the business decisions that he's made over the last decade, including that whole Reebok deal, I think a lot of that stuff with UFC, they're trying to, they monopolize the business, but I also kind of feel like they're taking away from the fighters from having their individuality, which is kind of.
I mean, because they're a corporation. That's what they're going to do, right? Until the fighters unionize, they're fucked. They're never going to unionize because they're going to pay their champion so much money, right? So, look.
But Francis was their champion before he tore his ACL or whatever this thing he tore was.
What do you mean? Francis is the heavyweight champion.
No, they stripped him of the title.
I mean, of course they did, but he never lost it. That's just someone saying something. That title's still sitting in his house.
But the case in point is that basically, yes, he's still the champion on technicality or how we put it. But it's just like at the end of the day, the UFC kind of screwed over Ngannou. They dropped the ball on him.
No, they didn't. The UFC was trying to tie him into a long-term contract that he couldn't get out of when he didn't have any real movement and they controlled his fucking future. Francis Ngannou said, no, that's not happening. I'll take myself to free agency and figure out what I want to do myself, right? The UFC was trying to do a predatory move like they do to everyone else. And Francis has good management and, and good people behind him, and they said, fuck that. Because Francis doesn't care about being the best UFC heavyweight champion.
All he cares about is putting himself for a better future, pretty much.
Money.
But the
thing is that no UFC heavyweight champion has ever left with the belt, right? UFC never lets their champions leave with the belt. Look at DJ. Look at Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse never lost, and then suddenly he loses, and suddenly he gets traded to one championship. Bruh, if y'all don't believe in conspiracies, that's a conspiracy right there. DJ beat Henry Cejudo, and they called the Henry Cejudo the champion. So that way, when they got rid of Mighty Mouse, he wouldn't have the belt in the UFC. He wouldn't leave with the belt. That's not, like that's what UFC does, bro.
UFC
and the reality is Francis Ngannou is the UFC heavyweight champion. He's the heavyweight champion of the world. So whenever he goes into a fight, they're going to announce him as the former UFC, or they're going to announce him as the UFC heavyweight champion of the world because they can do that. He never lost.
Yeah, undisputed.
And undisputed. And that's why his fight with Tyson Fury is going to be worth so much money.
And especially since a lot of people want to watch that. And that's kind of the payday that people would like to wait for.
Francis hasn't lost. That's what you want to see. Francis has been smashing motherfuckers. It's like, oh, shit. And Tyson Fury said he want to fight in the cage with gloves on, with 4-ounce gloves.
And he wants Mike Tyson as a referee of some sort.
Yes, and Mike Tyson a referee. Dens, you hear that shit?
Look at this.
right?
Ooh, whoa. But case in point,
I
it's
would
just
pay to
like,
see that shit 100 times. Mike
Nah,
Tyson
but I heard what you said
refereeing.
though. Like Mike Tyson is ref.
Mike Tyson is ref. Francis
You had me
Ngannou
sold on that.
versus Tyson Fury. Insane, bro.
That's
You had me
like
sold on
hella, like I don't know how to
Twilight
explain
Zone
it.
shit.
Like
Like celebrity
yeah,
deathmatch. Like this is not like this reality.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like a motherfucker from the 90s, let's say he was in a coma and he woke up now, he'd be like,
what the fuck? Like, yeah,
what
like,
the fuck is
Tyson
happening?
was fighting. I remember Tyson was fighting. Like,
Holyfield,
he got a
he'd
tattoo
wake
on
up
his
like
face.
this. He'd wake up like
Yeah,
this.
Mike Tyson got a tattoo on his face, refereeing some huge African dude fight some huge white man. You're like, what the fuck?
in a cage, it's just like, bro, is this like WrestleMania like 10?
Right in a cage, right? Because back then they wasn't fighting no cages like that. Like UFC wasn't popular, so like, what the fuck? Soul
Yeah,
to God, my boy.
That is
Like, you wouldn't see half the shit you see now. But I will say this, though. When you put together the whole thing, it's just like Francis Ngannou won that entire deal. But then people forget that there's a slap fighting championship that Dana White's promoting, and then he gets busted for slapping his wife. That's hilarious.
That's funny as fuck.
Like, that's a real slap in the face to TBS. But see what I did? See what I did there? I know Denz is cracking up right there.
Them snacks got Rigga in a fucking triangle chokehold. How about that?
All right. Well, since we want to follow up on UFC topics, should I bring up the thoughts of UFC 283? I think the pay-per-view itself, I've seen some of the clips from that. I think that UFC 283 might have been one of the best cards I've seen in the last 6 months or so. There's like at least 3 cards that were decent.
Oh my god, I ain't gonna lie. This boy Denz is a fucking idiot, dude.
He's having a good time. He's glad to be back. That's
yeah,
so
man.
happy to be
He over
here,
here
man.
harassing me, man, about
What's
my
good,
snacks.
so? No, but I keep seeing you like.
Yeah, I'm like, hold on, I gotta get some of these bitches here because this shit about to crunch.
But
this shit gonna be crunchy.
What are your thoughts on 283?
Ain't who fight on 283? Is that the
Teixeira
Usman?
fight? I think
Glover. Oh, Glover fought
Pereira or something like that.
No, Glover fought Jamal Hill. Jamal Hill, man.
Jamal Hill, yeah.
Jamal Hill beat Glover Teixeira, yeah. I mean, I thought it was a really good fight. Honestly, now I think about it, they should have called that fight like in the 4th round. But because, Glover Teixeira is a vet and all this shit, they let him keep fighting. But he's sitting there and got his ass beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lesser man would have got knocked out if it wasn't Glover Teixeira. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But anyone else would have been asleep. But he was just sitting there blocking punches with his face. Chapo, bro. You fucking goofy dog, dude. His foot got caught in the lamp. He almost fell down. Now he over here. Go, sit down. Damn.
He trying to be eclipsed.
Yeah.
He just raw dogged your lamp.
Dog.
Nah, but that did come out of nowhere though.
Like an RKO.
This motherfucker goofy ass dog.
But this UFC card for the first card of the year was actually pretty stacked.
It was really good though.
The next card, or was it the card after that? Is it 285 or 284 that they had the Bones fight?
I don't know when the Bones fight is. I saw it was posted, but I think it's gonna be after the Usman Edwards fight.
Yeah, because I think Usman is 284, and I think 285 is the fight where Bones is going to be one of the main events. But I think some of these cards being heavily loaded for the first part of this year is actually going to be interesting. 283 had some pretty good highlight fights. Like the Teixeira fight was probably one of the better fights of the night, and Teixeira retiring. I mean, he had a pretty good career, and I can't blame him for walking away when he did. I mean, guy got his ass handed to him, but Teixeira walking away with some class like that.
And he was in his 40s, though, bro. You feel me? He's like 45 or some shit, right? Yeah. Fighting the dude in his 30s, early 30s.
Like
Right.
fighting guys half his age. I mean, I gotta put respect that he's able to do it for as long as he did. It's not like you.
Yeah,
can still
and he
do
was a
that.
champion. So he got the belt in his 40s. So I don't know if you know Glover Teixeira, what happened recently in the light heavyweight division. But he was a champion, right? After beating the Polish Power dude, Jan Blachowicz. So he beat Jan Blachowicz, Polish Power, got the belt from him, right? Then he fought Yuri Prohashkic or some shit. This crazy ass Eastern European dude.
Mm-hmm.
And the Eastern European dude won, right? Glover lost the belt to him. The Eastern European dude got injured in training and couldn't defend the belt. So he gave the belt back instead of fucking holding the belt until he got better. So then there was a fight for the belt between Glover Teixeira and Jamal Hill. So then Glover was fighting for the belt again, right? After he just had the belt. So then he lost that fight. He like, shit, if you know how fighting goes, right? After you lose that title fight, right? He's going to have to fight 3 more times before he gets another chance at a title fight.
Yeah.
Right? And he's 45 years old. So that's
Time's
going
not
to
on your side.
Yeah. So his next title fight, he's going to be what? 48? You know what I'm saying?
Almost 50. He would be like
literally almost 50
Batista
years
age
old.
when he landed his last title.
Yeah.
And then what? And let's just say you do get it.
Yeah, and then what? They ain't going to be fighting.
Now you lined up like.
Now people are lined up. They're going to be fighting guys half your age. Like you're going to be fighting a 20-year-old in the next fight. Yeah, have fun with that.
So that's why guys retire out of the UFC in positions like that. It's not because they can't keep fighting this shit. It's because, like, well, all right, I'm not gonna like. I'm only fighting to become a champion, right? If I'm not going to become a champion within the next year, then motherfucker, I'm gonna hang out with my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck out of here. Or
Yeah.
I'll go fight somewhere else where I can become a champion.
Mm-hmm.
Or he's going to fight for a bigger payday in a fight that isn't really that serious. Like Francis
Exactly.
Ngannou.
Like Francis Ngannou. Exactly. Whatever. But just, I don't know. I feel him, man. I feel him. And he was a class act, though. I'll tell you that.
Or better yet, you go to WWE or what's it called, AEW, like Cain Velasquez and Brock Lesnar did. Get paid a lot of money by the Saudis and shit.
Yep.
Brock Lesnar still makes pretty
big bread.
good money. Like Ken Shamrock did the same thing too. Before he
Brock
went on
Lesnar get
UFC.
paid fat fucking money. Rich
Dude.
as hell.
Cain Velasquez was doing wrestling too for a while. He was actually in a AA Lucha Libre show in Arizona, and he still can move around and shit. Like Cain Velasquez is one of those interesting characters. Between him, Bobby Lashley, and Brock Lesnar, three.
You know Rey Mysterio, my cousin?
For real?
Yeah, I know him personally.
You know Dominic?
Yeah, bro. Listen, his name is Roberto. But I'm gonna leave it at that, though. You feel me? Y'all know what
Hey.
619 stand for, right?
San Diego area code.
Yeah. See, I thought you didn't. I was about to.
Dude, I know about San Diego.
Yeah, bro. I was born there.
Facts. But what was I about to say? But I think with
Rey
UFC,
Mysterio is not Puerto Rican.
but as I was saying, UFC 283 was bad.
Yo, can you imagine Rey Mysterio was Puerto Rican, shorty?
I mean, he probably could pass off, but that's a whole other story.
Nah, bro. Like, yo, that's a different universe, cuz.
Oh,
That's a different
damn.
universe.
Rey Mysterio was Puerto Rican, G.
Yo, that'd be funny as
As,
hell.
as I was saying, so all three of these UFC cards are going to be loaded.
They gonna be stacked like a motherfucker, G.
But let's hit another topic.
African.
Oh, this topic was one you wanted me to bring up, Big Rig. I think
What is considered gangster?
Oh no, say it for later, man.
Not
Okay.
eating
Put
the
that-
pink. Not eating the pink Starburst.
Yeah, and I was waiting for that. Say that for later when we get other guests in.
all right. NCAA football, is the new playoff format a little too much or a little too favored?
Bro, I don't even watch college football.
Well, with the NIL, it changes everything, right? If the new format would have worked perfect before NIL, now with NIL, it changes everything. So I don't know. It's all fucked up. Honestly.
I mean,
it's all trash.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys for this one, but I kind of feel like the NCAA is pandering to some of those teams that have been bitching and moaning about missing the playoffs with the 4-team format. I think with Alabama, Clemson, and a lot of other teams missing the top 4 spots for the first time since the inception of the playoff format, I kind of feel like it lets them in the back door without even letting them actually having the necessary win-loss record compilation. Like TCU got in not really losing all but one game. Michigan didn't really lose a game this year. Ohio State didn't really lose this year either, and neither did Georgia. But if, let's say, that 4-team format, somehow Alabama got voted in before TCU, that would have been some bullshit because Alabama lost like twice. Or another team basically getting in that didn't deserve it. But I feel like giving it a 16, or I think it was a 16-team format, it's like Division 2 or 3. I kind of feel like you're giving teams like Alabama more favor, or teams like Clemson, or teams like Florida State that should have no business in there in the first place being considered for that kind of spot. So personally, I kind of feel like it's more towards the money that those programs have and giving them unnecessary exposure when they're not the
It's
top
about
14.
it's about the TV deals and shit, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
My point.
if it wasn't, they'd do a format just like the NFL.
Yeah, exactly. But my point being is that like you're giving those teams that basically lost 2 or even 3 times spots in this division, in this playoff format that shouldn't even be there. But like I said, that's up for discussion. But I kind of feel like we're giving Alabama a backdoor entrance into the fucking shit. But you did make a point about NILs. I kind of feel like that factors in now, but they should have done this way before. Like this should have been early 2000s.
Yeah,
it would have been interesting to see dream scenarios where you see Michael Vick not playing like Florida State, but playing NC State with Phillip Rivers in his prime, or Purdue with Drew Brees.
Yeah, that should have been crazy.
Or facing TCU with like Damian Tomlinson.
Bro, let's not even get into TCU, bro. I was in the hospital and the fucking TCU played for the championship and they got demolished, bro.
They got bent over and reamed.
Bro, bent over and reamed is not even like the proper thing. Like they really just got put into a whole entire.
Because they shouldn't have been in the first place. Like they weren't on the same level as them boys.
But
bro,
it's also
7 to 60 something. Like, niggas almost hit 70 on them.
Bro, them boys was eating chicken wings.
Eating wings on the side, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that shit. That was actually pretty interesting. But I also kind of feel like TCU is the only team this year that isn't a Oklahoma or an Alabama that kind of showed a little bit more promise. But maybe TCU may have had that 1 year, like with Tomlinson when they had him back in the day, that they may be on the rise. But I think Oklahoma State, I don't see West Virginia doing much of anything. I kind of feel like they made the right choice because TCU pulled up an upset against Michigan. Like no one saw that coming.
Hell yeah. Hey, Rocky, bro. Let's get into some reactions, G. I ain't gonna lie. I'm starving. Let's eat some food.
Reactions?
Yeah, get into some reactions, bro.
Gotcha. Let me pull up second screen.
Do you agree, Dens?
Hold up.
I might.
Let's play off.
Wait, what? There's no audio.
Hold up.
No, nothing.
Yeah, my boy. But yeah, G. I'm very hungry as hell.
It's gonna be on your settings in the bottom when you share your screen.
Oh, we getting this now?
I mean, I see it. I don't hear nothing though. Dens can walk me through it.
I was trying to tell him.
Can y'all hear that or not?
Nah.
That's weird because I can hear it through my end.
Well, yeah, you're gonna hear it through yours.
Let me figure out what's going on here because I know my
So
audio is
on,
ready.
on the bottom, when where you're sharing your screen, it's gonna give you options to share your audio.
Oh. Share screen. Oh, here we go. Trying to figure out how to. Doesn't show it on me. It's like it is it in the settings? Oh,
You gotta use. Are you using Google Chrome?
I'm using Opera actually.
Yeah. So Google Chrome is what's gonna allow your audio settings, the audio to come in.
Oh, shit.
Mhm.
It's cool then. It is cool.
Let me actually fix that real fast. Give me a sec.
That's how I got it on over here. Mob Psycho really is a good anime, though. I ain't
It
gonna lie to
really
you.
is some heat, G. Some
Mm-hmm.
motherfucking heat, bro. Whole time, man. Bro, I need to hire me a dog walker, bro. Cause I do not be feel like walking this nigga on, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Promise to goodness. It's not what I want to do right now. Is walk Chapo, bro. And I take him on these little small walks, but he don't go shit. He just keep walking and walking and walking and walking. Like I don't know what do you expect me to do with that stuff. Like, man, Dens, tell me something, G.
I'm alive. I'm about to start preaching. I'm about to pull up to everybody hood and tell y'all my testimony. I'm about to knock on your door. I'm about to be there in the morning. Like, yo, what's up? I'm alive. Have yourself a
I'm
beautiful day and
gonna
be
be like,
safe.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I'm saying? Have that as my ad lib as soon as I leave your crib.
Jesus Christ.
You know,
You
and I'm gonna
start
just
a
go
praise
knock.
dance team.
Praise dance.
A Puerto Rican praise dance team. Hell no.
I'm about to break my arm again.
Yeah, please don't. That'd be kind of terrible.
Imagine that. I just break my arm again while I'm trying to create a
Hey,
dance.
hey, Rocky, fuck this. Let's just end off on a topic, bro. I'm gonna wrap it
Okay.
up.
Oh, he about to stamp that.
Okay. What's last topic? Alrighty, there is
Oh,
one
Do y'all
topic.
think? Do y'all think that like fast food ice is just sink water?
no, it's not, bro. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Come on,
Okay.
I'm just saying, bro.
Here's a
Like,
scenario I don't think a lot of people think about, but it's actually a pretty interesting topic. Let me end the share screen. But if you were offered a job at ESPN to do exactly what Stephen A. Smith does currently, and you were offered just as much the same or more money, would you do the job?
I mean, yeah, why not? Don't he just do what we do right now and just share
I
a little bit
mean,
more emotion? He
the-
just screams a little bit more.
Well, he screams and talks like it. Like Kevin Hart put it perfectly. That man just talks really loud. But I'd rather not be caught with a cowboy hat or a cigar in my mouth.
I mean, I could be a character like a motherfucker, bro. All right. So
Yeah.
if people paying me, of course, I'm gonna be up there acting a goddamn fool. Fucking
Yes.
cowboy hat. I'm gonna be up there fully. I'm gonna have to make up like Yosemite Sam. Like I'm out here,
you
bro.
said
If
You
you're gonna-
feel
if
me?
If you're gonna grow the handlebar mustache, at least try
You
to
feel
either
me?
grow.
Yeah,
I
I don't
mean-
know what niggas talking about. If anyone offer me some bread like that, he getting millions a year, bro. Of course.
I mean-
and I'm up there. Excuse me, bring up topics that matter to me too, though.
Yeah,
So,
no,
like,
for
yeah.
sure.
I mean, as long as they allow me to wear my Maryland flag gear, at
Are
least
they?
when Maryland wins every single week, or if I could talk shit about Duke, if I could talk shit about the Cowboys, hell, there's a lot of teams I want to talk shit on, especially the Yankees. Like I would wear my Orioles jersey just to talk shit about the Yankees because the Yankees are the worst team in baseball.
Ass.
But it's just like, to be fair, it's like having that kind of money, but I'd rather talk on topics that people sports-wise are talking about. Like, hell, I would go ham on the fact that Roger Goodell is one of the worst freaking commissioners in NFL history. Like, and I'm getting paid to do that shit? Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
I'm
Dennis,
yelling at people for money. That's all I'm saying.
But I would
Dennis,
also point
give us a dense topic, bro.
Well, I mean, I just try to ask you. Like, do
No.
y'all really think that fast food ice is just they own sink water?
It's not sink water, bro. Fast food ice. All right. It depends if it's from a bodega.
No,
It's
why we gotta
probably
put a
sink
bodega
water.
into this? Nobody goes to the bodega like, let me get some water in a cup with ice.
No,
you don't
niggas
do
go to
that.
bodega and get like a chopped cheese, and then they get
And
like
you buy a bev.
Okay, I guess, nigga.
Well, if they get the
I'm
they get
saying
that
like it's
bottle
a
shit,
hot ass day and you just walk up somewhere into a fast food spot like, yo, can I get a
like a
can I get a cup of
McDonald's or a
water and
Whataburger.
ice?
No, if it come out that the soda machine, that shit is like a whole ice maker in there, and that shit like sterilized and shit. Like, no,
Yeah,
bro.
Sterilized sink
But the
water.
question is if they clean the motherfucking ice machine.
That's actually a fair point because cleaning out those ice machines would be like a pain in the ass. But they would also have to clean that shit like they cleaned the nozzles out for half that stuff with half the shit with the soda
Yo,
machines.
can ice get mold?
It
No,
can get
but the what's it called? The dispensers themselves, they would be getting they can get moldy and shit because of the fact like people don't clean that shit. Like I worked in a movie theater where I had to change like the nozzles for like the soda dispensers, and we had to
bro.
put them.
They got the motherfucker got to come service that ice machine like every 6 months, bro.
Well, yeah, but it's also like there's certain like parts of the machine that get broken down and like
Wait, you said twice a year, Dance? you got a problem every 6 months? Huh? You got a problem with that? That's a fucking issue.
yeah, but people do that twice a year just to make sure shit works. Like half the places are switching to like those Coke freestyle machines, and I worked on those too, and those things are not fun to work with.
They gotta clean that shit, bro.
Well, that shit also gets clogged up every so often, and changing those cartridges. Like, yes, I want to have orange flavored Coke, but let's be honest, I hate changing that
That's
shit out like
crazy.
every 2 days.
That's crazy. I don't think I'd be into that, bro. Like that's a different drug.
Yeah, orange Coca-Cola, bruh.
We're doing that again.
Nah, like the same like soda machines and shit. Like they have the ones like certain places that swap to them. Like they have those little Coke machines that they dispense Pib Extra. Or they dispense,
You imagine a Coke machine?
Dude, they have like those different cartridges. Like you can make orange flavored Coke, cherry vanilla flavored Coke.
Yeah, hey, it's getting out of hand.
But straight effects, like I used to change those machines. I used to change out the little like nozzles and shit for like the regular soda machines.
Stop saying nozzles, Rocky.
What?
Yeah, nozzles is crazy.
Hell no.
Nah, we're supposed to clean those because those can also get moldy after a while if you don't sterilize
Exactly.
them.
Clean the what?
Don't even try me. Don't even try me, brother. Don't even try me, bro. I know you trying.
Hey,
you're trying
y'all
to get me
stupid
killed.
as fuck, bro.
I knew that was coming.
Hey, yo. All right, guys. Let's wrap it up, man. We've been on here for about an hour today. It's a good afternoon podcast. We appreciate y'all for checking us out today. We're going to be on here again tomorrow, and we're going to be on here again Saturday. We're going to do this every Saturday. You all catch us every Saturday. If y'all got any questions, any topics y'all want to talk about, y'all send it to our DMs. Hit us up. Put it on the comments below. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks for fuck with us, and we do not agree.
Just like
Follow
that.
us on Twitter at We Don't Agree Net.
Westside Speak Out.
Rocky number 7. Let's go.
Yo, I'm a new member. I just got here.
The first appearance.
This is my first podcast. I had so much
This is just
fun.
your voice. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's
just
funny
your
as fuck.
Voice.